YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuck YouTube. Shout to WRFradio.com. That's why I'm glad I got my own platform, you heard? I'm glad I got my own platform, you heard me? At the same time, I'm glad I got my own platform, though, because YouTube be acting like a bitch. Shout out to Twitch, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can subscribe to the Twitch. Support the campaign. Don't go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Don't go against the grain. Support the campaign. Bugsy for president. I'm running in what's this is? What this is? 2026. I'm running in damn, let me see. 2024, 2028, 2036. Bugsy for president. You heard? Bugsy for president 2026. Let's get that. Let's go and put that in you know what I mean? Did y'all ever hear the Bugsy for president mixtape? No, ain't nobody like 3 people heard that shit. But it's all good though. It's available now. Just Google Greg Bugsy for president mixtape, because I do got a Bugsy for president song. But you want the Bugsy for president mixtape, which features the Bugsy for president title track song on it. You know what I mean? Let's get that joint going. Bugsy for president, Greg Bugsy mixtape. You can find it. It's online. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't even think I want to be president no more. I ain't no cat. Respectfully, yo. Respectfully, you know what I mean? Back in the day, when you was younger, you used to want to be shit like that. You know what I mean? Oh, everybody in the comments put fuck YouTube. Respectfully. They let a million motherfuckers show the Trump speech. I showed Trump speech as a problem. You feel? It's all good though. You know what I hate about eating popcorn, yo? That shit gets stuck in your teeth. You know what I mean? I'm good this time. I only had a little bit, but generally, when I eat popcorn, that shit gets stuck in my teeth, man. Let's see what the fuck going on, yo. YouTube still acting like a hoe.
Whoever invented.
Let's see, YouTube still acting like a hen up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, they got the stream up there. No, this ain't even it. Oh, here we go. This one need to be. All right. Oh. Cut this shit off. Pause this. Pause that. Let me see. What's up, though? We just hanging out. We just cooling. Hey, yo. Ran to a little dude the other day. Yo, say he was a bond tent creator. What that is a bond tent creator, yo. Shout, yo, what's up? What's up with the Bloods? Barkley bit boogies. You feel me? That's how Blood say chocolate chip cookies. Barkley bit boogies. That's how Blood say content creator. He say he's a content creator. Yeah. We just chilling, man. Greg Bugsy, I'm out the way. Trying to stay out the way. You know what I mean? Trying to lay on my pay like Scrooge McDuck. You heard me? Sometimes you gotta play a duck to catch a duck, though. You know what I mean? But the thing is, a smart man can play a duck. A duck can never play a smart man. You understand? Tired of you duck ass niggas this year, man. I'm getting old. I got gray hairs. OG. Tired of you duck ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, though. Shout out to Donald Trump, though. I don't know. That's, you know what I mean? Hold on. We got the guard right here. Hold on. Peace, God. Peace, God.
Peace, brother. How you doing today?
Bless, brother. Shaka Pitts. You know what I mean? The infamous, notorious. You feel me? Critically acclaimed Shaka Pitts. founder of PitFights Battle League, stand-up guy. You know what I mean? Host of Shock Value Radio. You know what I mean? How's Shock Value Radio going, bro? I ain't get to talk to you much about that last time. I just interviewed you a few episodes back.
Yeah, man. It's going amazing, brother. It's going amazing. The fan base has picked up. The enthusiasm of the supporters. And let me take away fan base really because I'm trying to redefine some things, right? So it's more I like to say supporters more than fans, because fans actually is a derivative of fanatic, right? So yeah, fan is a derivative of fanatic. So I don't really want to classify people as that, right? However, I do know they support me, right? So I want to label my people as supporters or family. So it's been dope, man. It's been really dope. I'm getting a lot of support from out of state. That's been dope. Um, I have complaints I can state, but however, rather like they don't really compare to the positivity that's been going on with the channel. So
That's a
yeah.
blessing, bro. What's some of the cons though? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe not, you know what I mean, dwell on the negative, but just give us some insight, you know what I mean? As
Um,
because you motivate the motivated, you know what I mean? Boss
right,
of the
right.
bosses for real, like, and you humble though, like, you know what I mean? Like a Baltimore beloved, like we got our own little beloved, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You humble,
well,
but you
it's
know you the
because
boss of the bosses. Give us a little,
it's I I try to be real careful about what I say or when I say things publicly, right? Because I know that my words do have weight, and I know that some people aren't intelligent enough to take it for face value, right? Because I'm very intentional and specific with my verbiage. So sometimes um, that doesn't go the way I would like it to go, right? Because again, people sometimes they're looking for more than what I'm saying. I'm saying no, exactly what I'm saying is what I'm saying, and they'll put it in other places and spaces. So um, there's a there's a there's a there's a there's a thing with Baltimore, and I've said this for years. We rather Baltimore, for whatever reason, rather suck dick than jerk off, right? And I don't I don't
hey yo,
I don't know what
uh-huh.
that's about. I don't know what that's about, right? Well, I do know. I do know. It's low self esteem is a collective. It's not believing that you are who you are and that you have the worth and the value that you have. So you're looking outside for it, or you're looking for outside validation for it.
Mm,
And I see that as it's still a problem. However, I'm experiencing it firsthand as being someone who's trying to platform artists from hometown. Sometimes that gets a little hard when these artists from hometown only want to be platformed outside of town. They don't see the value in being platformed in town. They want to say, "Hey, look, I'm on the Philadelphia show. Hey, look, I'm doing this. Hey, look who shouted me out. Or hey, I'm going to be on this radio show in New York. And it's all internet. It's all internet. Still all internet.
mm-hmm.
However, they feel this pride in saying, "Hey, look at these outside people fucking with me," right? And then what happens sometimes is you get those outside people fucking with you, but then when outside people check in with hometown, it don't match up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't match up.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I'm seeing that as a problem that they're not taking pride and in ownership and things that they have here locally. And it isn't just with radio. It's with everything, right? It's with everything. And I've said it before. Anything that Baltimoreans are looking for, they have it here. If you're looking for a Don Trip, I can find there's a Don Trip right here, right? If you're looking for a Gucci, no, there's a Gucci right here, right? If you're looking whatever you're looking for, we actually have it right here. And like I said, for whatever reason, people rather go suck dick than masturbate, and I don't I don't understand
Yeah,
it. I don't understand it. So
no, that's
that's part of it. That's one of the things that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, that's ill though. You know what I mean? That's an ill way that's gonna be a good early clickbait. You feel me? But I appreciate the bluntness, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you on a good Saturday. I appreciate you taking out the time. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on right now. I seen you make an ill post earlier. Dang, let me see if I can pull that joint up for real. But I mean, while we got you right here, you made an ill post about something to the effect, like I'm paraphrasing, like you know what I mean? Like,
Call on Congress to do their job.
yeah, you tag somebody in there and all that. Hold on, let me pull a joint up real fast, yo. But at the same token, you was like pretty much paraphrasing, like you like they tough on their side, like you know what I mean? Like this, you know, they like they kind of tough on their side, and we really ain't got no balls. Well, not we, but because I'm really, you know, independent on the thing. But like you were saying, like the left really ain't got no kahunas.
Nah,
You know what I'm
nah,
saying? Let's see.
and let me say this. Let me say this. I'm independent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm independent. I'm just saying that when it comes to um, the white right, there's a lot of fear of what they'll do, or fear of how they'll take things, or fear of, or even let's take away fear, like because fear, cause people can say fear is extreme. Okay, you have a lot of concern. You have a lot of concern about what they will do or what they'll feel about a certain situation, and they'll do and they do whatever. Again, we saw January 6th. We saw they were willing to say, you know what, we think this is wrong. We think this is wild and weird. And now they were ass backwards like Kraft cheese macaroni. However, they went out there and stood on it. Right? They stood on it. We are not willing to stand on anything because because we have been brainwashed that that's anti-American. We've been brainwashed that we're supposed to all that peace, and when I say peace, I mean inaction. And I'm they've changed what peace really is, right? So they're saying pretty much inaction. Inaction, right, is the way to, like, they don't want you to do it. You can't show any fervor. You can't speak any passion. You can't say, if you do this to me, I'm gonna do that to you. You can't say that, right? So for whatever reason, we've been all indoctrinated to where the left or anything not right has to be uber Martin Luther Kingish, right? Has to be super, you know what? Let them do whatever and we'll pray it away. Let them do whatever and we'll wait it out. That is wild to me. Now, again, this is a lot of this shit is the young man's game, right? I'm on the other side of the pasture. However, my heart's still pumping what it's pumping. What are these young people doing? What are these people who's in this game doing? What are these people who are in this life doing, right? And I'm saying this as a, you know, as an elder. Like, look, I got joint problems. I ain't got a prostate. You know what I mean? I got cancer, and I'm still saying, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? At what point are you gonna say, you know what? Nah, yo. So I'm saying to Congress, do your job. So we can't go to war legally without Congress.
That was ill what he did though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So what make it illegal in your opinion? Like, you know what I mean?
It was not even my opinion. Constitutionally, he can't do what he did. To go to war, you need an act of Congress. So it's up to Congress to say, yo, you tripping, and we gonna pull you back in, and you don't want to listen. We go into the courts, and then those two bodies say, yo, stop, and we gonna make you stop. And then if he say, nah, fuck it, I ain't, then we're in another space, right? However, let's get to that space. So I'm saying, Congress, do your job. Do your job. And I'm saying again, let me say this for real. I don't expect nothing from black people. Nothing. Nothing. Because you haven't been paying attention anyway. You don't give a fuck.
Yo, what you think about black people taking a page from Zionism and trying to get our own shit, yo? I know that was left field, but I just I've been thinking about that for a minute.
Meaning what? Meaning we try to build our own Israel, or we try to
not the same methods, not the same methods, not the same methods, but I mean as in just even the movement of trying.
But you ain't saying nothing the WEB didn't say, right? You're not saying nothing like this is like fire's been invented, right? It's do you want to be hot or cold? Fire's been invented. The wheel is already there. Do you want to roll, or you want to be on squares and just click along? What do you want, right? But so the solutions are there. People like Killer Mike, people when we try to do these things, we don't want to do these things. Everything for us is too much. So that's why I'm saying I'm not looking to black folk for nothing. And that's sad. If we go get out of this, it's gonna be white. It's gonna be white America. They don't want to be with this other white America bullshit. But we're not gonna do anything because we don't even pay attention to shit. You see me all throughout the year saying shit like, so this is what y'all on? Oh, y'all paying attention to this? Oh, you outraged by that? Like, come on, yo. We only care about the sexy shit. That's it. And we only care if something black is involved. And then we're probably just going to support it blindly.
What prevents us from organizing like that? You think because they got a religion as well as a race?
They have a whole system built in that they baked into the cake. You understand? They started from that. The Israeli state started like that, baked into the cake. You have state. They have what we don't want to have really, right over here. They have state and religion baked into the cake, which is why you can't talk about Jews, right? Or rather, why you can't talk about Israel without talking about Jews. When really you should be able to do that. You should be able to say, yo, Israel doing some fucked up shit. I ain't got a problem with Jewish people, but the state of Israel on some bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's
right.
a country, a race, and a religion all in one. You know what I mean? Like that's what make them international, because the religion and the race is international, and then the country is. Whereas though we have a race and we international, but we lacking. I ain't saying we lacking a religion. We lacking a common.
Well, let's say this. Do they have a race?
Well, I mean, the race been around. The original Asiatic.
No, but
you look at the original Asiatic black man.
No, but when we talk about race, but I'm talking about we're not talking about a region that they're from, right?
Well, there is a Jewish race, though. It's a Jewish race.
So there's actually. So correct. So educate me. So there's actually the same.
Well, the Jewish race I think is the first one. I think it was a race before it was a religion. Like it's a. The Hebrew people, that Ethiopia. What I'm saying?
But these are regions. Ethiopians are black. This is
they black, but so you saying the race goes by color?
No, the race is going to go by I guess genealogy, right? I guess it would be genealogy. But what I'm saying is just because
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So me being from Israel. Right, and so I can be from Israel. I can believe in the Jewish faith. Now, what makes me not Jewish? A Jew. That's what I'm saying to you.
Well, hold on. See, that's the thing. You could be a Jew. You could be. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Jewish is the religion. Hebrew is the race. Let's hold on. That's what we got.
Oh, you hear me?
So you could be Hebrew and not subscribe to the Jewish race, just like you could be black and not subscribe to, ancient or Christianity, or we subscribe to a lot of different stuff. Hebrew people, just atheists and Christians.
Okay.
So the Hebrew is the race. That's where I think the distinction, and the kind of what you was hitting on earlier was somebody when Israel does something, people may.
Well, that's
lumping in with the Jewish religion and the Hebrew race. That's what I'm saying. What you were saying is Israel needs to stand on its own as a country. That's what
Well, that's because that's all part of the plan. That's what people like Netanyahu has been doing for years. They see what they want to do is they want to make you. They want to create anti-Semitism. Israel wants to create anti-Semitism so that you can't say shit about Jewish people. For instance, if I criticize Jewish people. Oh, if I criticize Israel, I'm criticizing Jewish people. Oh, you can't do that, which means Israel is safe from all criticism.
And that's why I was saying, should we take a page, right? Because just like the Holocaust was used to gather lots of funds, pretty much build Israel. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, should we borrow a page when you mention black people?
But no,
You
no,
have
no,
that's what we don't have
no,
that.
no. The United Nations built Israel. What no
I
Holocaust
mean,
funds?
I mean, it was a
The United Nations did that. It wasn't
post
no
World War
Jewish.
II though. I mean,
Yes,
post World War
Brett,
II. I
yes,
mean, it
but
started a little bit during World War II too. I was doing
what?
some research about it's ill. I've seen some links, but it was like how the Nazis was actually pro Zionism because they wanted the Jews to get out too, and they kind of, you know what I mean, or like
I don't
we
know.
can go into the
I don't know.
conspiracy
I ain't trying.
theories
I
all
don't
day.
know. I ain't trying to
We
clean
can
up.
go
I
into
ain't trying
that.
to clean up no Nazis at all.
No. I'm not
No, no,
cleaning them up.
no.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is pretty much Zionism started before World War II. You know what I mean? Before the United Nations. It started like in the late 1800s. But
No,
basically, make a long story
yeah.
short,
Go ahead.
should we, you know what I mean? Because I went a deep dive, pardon me, on a conspiracy theory tip. But we'll have another show for that. But listen,
Yes, sir.
basically, should we borrow a page from, because like you said, when you criticize anything that whether it's Judaism, Hebrews, or Israel, it all gets labeled anti-Semitism. You can criticize black people, and we'll join it any way you want to look at blackism, Africans, African Americans, and we don't have that same united stance, like a word, like they have anti-Semitism. We need our own word to say, yo, no, listen, it's a blanket. You
No,
understand
no,
what
no.
I'm saying?
But see, but the problem is everything we get is co-opted and we allow it. Watch this. All these
Mm.
civil rights movements, all these civil rights, and all these things that was made because of the struggles we were going through. They've been co-opted. Right now, what did you see? BIPOC, black and people of color. What the fuck, people of color? So now they lumping everybody in, right? So you're losing and we're allowing it. And you see me publicly saying, I don't do this people of color shit. I'm black.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do this people of color shit. Because now what you're trying to say is Indians, Asians, and you're doing all of this, right? And you're diluting or you're taking away attention from the plight over here, or from the push that's going on over here, or from the struggle over here. So I've never been with that. However, as a collective, we don't do that. Like I said earlier, Killer Mike trying to start black banks and oh, look at this. I ain't using that shit. I ain't using no black niggas credit card. I ain't using no black, like that's what we do. That's what
No,
we
I'm
do.
glad you
So
said that,
like
right? I got
so
a question. Go ahead, my fault. Pardon me.
okay,
Go ahead. I
no,
mean to cut your
that's
wisdom.
why I said I'm not looking for us to get us out of whatever 47 puts us in. You understand?
Yo,
Because we
speaking of
fucked
that,
up.
yo, right? Before we get off of that big the Killer Mike with the bank, what do you think about the URL at? Like, do you feel like it's that same kind of thing? Like that same point that you just made about the about Killer Mike with the bank. It's that same bar. Like brothers got the URL app, you know what I mean? And it's doing good. It's moderately whatever. It's been around, but I don't feel like the culture and specifically us as black people supported them making major moves in the Afro tech sector.
Um, it's hard, yo. And again, this is this is above my pay grade. However, I can tell you even on my level, right? Getting black people to do things like pay for tickets in advance, right? You got people saying, "Hey, I'll pay the extra 40 at the door." Why? Why are you going to do that? Why are you not going to prepay? And when you do that, you're also showing the promoter, you're giving the artist some upfront clout. There's a whole bunch of things going on, right? That you don't even understand, that you're fucking up the ecosystem, right?
Yo, shout out to that one person watching on Twitch. Yo, we getting it started. Support,
Like,
subscribe. Yo,
like
Shaka Pitts. Go ahead, bro.
no, I'm saying we don't want to buy in. Everything is too heavy for us. Everything's a heavy lift for us. We don't want to boycott anything, right? We don't want to abstain from anything. We don't want to, and that's why I said, listen, if it came
Do
down
we have a
to it,
lobby? That's what, like, to latch
We,
on the
the,
conversation we was
well,
having, like, about,
yeah.
like, how they got the
Yeah, no,
ACLU and they got
there's
the.
different lobbies. There's different lobbies, even local. But watch this, even locally, right? So there's a
Uh-huh.
locally um, leaders of a beautiful struggle, right? Um,
Hmm.
they do lobbying here on behalf of black people in Baltimore. You know how many people don't support them. You know that, like, they'll say, "Hey, this is going on, and we need people to show up in Annapolis. Hey, we need people to." Black people ain't got time for that, yo.
We need an ill
But
lobby
but they'll
because
but
that's
they'll
how they
but
really
but they'll
busting.
but they'll stand online. But they'll stand
That's how they.
online all night for some fucking Jordans or for the 2K game or whatever,
Because Jewish
right?
people's only like what, one, two, a small percentage, but their lobby is very strong, and
Well,
that's how they're able to.
that's because Israel has Democrats and Republicans all in their pocket. So that's why.
That's what
So
I'm saying. They put
every
that above that. That's what we don't do. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what we don't do.
but
They
we
put
don't
that
have a
above that.
nation. We don't have a nation.
That's what I was saying from the break. That was my original. I'm glad I'm glad we built on this, bro. Like, it's, what I'm saying, because what I mean. It's only a very few people of the cloth that we can even have these type discussions. I'm glad people, the regular, what I mean, ducks and the simpletons, was able to be privy to that, because that's, each one teach one, and they'll pull their coattail, do their own YouTubes. Um, you being part. First of all, thank you for your service. You know what I mean? You're a
Yes,
former
sir.
service person. You don't put it out there like that. A lot of people may not know. But so, let me get your opinion from that point of view. Like, from, like you said, now we're literally at war. It was boots on the ground, as of they went and snatched. First of all, they snatched the dude and his whiz, bro. Can you break it
Illegal,
down for me from a
illegal,
military?
illegal,
Can you give
illegal,
me your military
illegal,
aspect of it?
illegal,
Yo,
illegal,
yo.
illegal, brother. Listen, brother. Imagine any other country doing this. We'd be like,
Uh-huh.
yo, they wilding over in Russia. Yo, North Korea is bugging. They just ran up in China just ran up in Taiwan and just grabbed the fucking motherfucker. But yo, think about this, brother. And then he openly says,
Ill, yeah.
and then openly says, this is gonna benefit our oil companies really well. What?
That's all that's why I played the joint earlier. Yo, you say we gonna run it. First of all, yo,
Dog.
Trump is the ill. You from New York, bro. Listen, I get your perspective from a lot of different point of view. Just on the New York nigga standpoint, all right, we got the military, we got the, what I mean, the revolutionary point of view. From you being a New York brother, what I mean, Baltimore by way of New York, what I mean, a mayor of two towns. Um, is Trump a New York nigga or what? Like, he ran in there, took a nigga whiz like on some Ricos when they took Mitch nephew. You feel like, yo,
Nah,
he's a
listen,
New York
listen.
nigga, B. Like, he's a New
Yo,
York nigga. So, like,
he did everything but send the thumb, yo. Like
that's what I'm
like
saying. Like,
like he's out of pocket, brother. And that's what I'm saying. It's up to white America, sadly, and Congress to do something. Right? They and not just that, actually the rest of the world too, because this is an international war crime. Like,
bro, the
he's
nigga
wilding.
ill, son. First of all, so listen.
And for us, and to be as a former soldier and as a United States citizen, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, yo. And now he's giving. So what are we gonna say if China just says, you know what, hey Taiwan, this us. What can we say? Oh, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Like,
That's
like,
what I'm
like,
saying.
like, this is crazy. And this is not America first. What the fuck Venezuela got to do with us?
It's the
This is
oil, baby.
crazy.
Like, that's what I've been saying for a few years. All it is, I've been really trying to explain. All it is hustling on a bigger level. Like, you know what
No,
I'm saying?
it's
Somebody.
always no, it's a billion. But the thing is, like this is again why I have a problem with Black America. I've known this from inception. Like, I consume hours of this shit a day from multiple mediums. So I'm fully aware. So that's why when I hear people say, "Oh, blah blah blah, blah blah blah," like, you just saw a TikTok, you just saw a caption
Man,
somewhere. You're not tuned in. You're not tuned in, right? So it's always been about it's always been about that. But this is also distractions. This is also distractions, right? Because again, if we're at war, there's certain things that can't happen to him. right? There's certain things the government can't be upheavaled, right? There's certain things he can't be touched on if we're in that war state. So that's why he's always been trying to get us to get into some bullshit. Because once we're in some bullshit, he can't be touched about other shit. He just can't be touched. So this is all distractions. They say the cover up is more than the crime. No, at this time it's actually the crime is bigger than the cover up, which is why he's okay with the cover up being so blatant. Because it's like, look,
It's momentum.
Yeah, it's like, listen, I don't even like. Yeah, I'm trying to cover up some shit. Just
I think
whatever.
it's just the inertia. It's like the inertia, like you being a boss, me being a boss. You know how your energy, sometimes your planets is lining up. You know what I mean? He's going off the inertia thing. But since he got in office, everything been clicking on all cylinders as far as his game plan and things of that nature. You understand what I'm saying? It's like strike while the iron is hot. You understand what I'm saying? Like you heard about they struck Nigeria. What was that, like last week? What's your thoughts on that? Like
Again, it's all it's throwing shit on the wall, brother. He's just trying to convolute shit. Because the more you talk about, and again, because we have feckless media and government representatives for the most part, no one's gonna call them out. No one's gonna say something. No one's gonna do anything, and that's the problem. That's the problem, you know. And the people who have the power are not gonna do anything about it. So if white America doesn't say we've had enough, then good brother, we in for the ride. Because black America is not interested unless it affects them in a specific, particular way. And then and only then are they interested. And then they're only interested for that specific amount of time and for that specific situation, which is the problem. Like we're not villaging on any level, Bugs. We're not villaging on any level.
That's what I was asking. How do we pull it together though? Like I know, we know that, it's tough for us to village, you know what I mean? But how do we start it?
The way we do it, to be honest, the way we do it is stop trying to. We need to be honest, and we need to stop trying to scrape burnt toast and say we like our bread.
Yo, killed that.
We need
Don
to
the mark on that bitch. Yo, Don the mark on that motherfucker,
so
bro.
there's black folk. So for instance, the black folk who are not about it, fuck them. Fuck them. Right. So my thing is the killer mics. Go ahead and get with the killer mics, and y'all go ahead and do y'all thug thizzle, right? And get another killer mic, and whoever's not the killer mic, fuck them. Fuck them. But it has to start somewhere.
Yo, did you ever hear this conspiracy, like that really at the top of the pyramid is really us black folk, but it's like the Jedi mind trick, you feel me? Like, think about if you was at the top of the pyramid, just on some conspiracy corner real quick, and then we're going to go through some rapid fire questions. I know you got to go. But just you an ill nigga, so just like this, you know what I mean? If you really was at the top of the joint, and the Jedi mind trick is to make it seem like we at the bottom, you know what I mean? And then there's so many of us, Africa is so plentiful. Respectfully, I'm not trying to trivialize human life, but say just we playing on some, what if, like back in the day, niggas used to play what if when you was a kid type shit. Like what if motherfucker, like what if we really is at the top of the whole joint, but we perpetuated to the world that we at the bottom. You know what I mean? It's like the devil, you know what I mean? The greatest thing he ever did was convince you he ain't exist. You feel me? So like, what if we really at the top? And we got so much stuff that we can make it look like they coming and take this and minerals and different things, but we really at the top of certain things. That's just throw that out there in the air, but we can, you know what I mean? Something to ponder on.
Well, I don't. My thing is, it's not even about being at the top. It's about realizing that you don't have to be at the bottom, right? So it's.
You get what I'm saying though? Like we really at the top, but we perpetuated like, Africans and black people we at the bottom, but we really that's to make people not know we really at the top. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know because I think there's enough of us who believes that we the shit. The problem is like minds.
We know that.
The
That's
like
fact.
mind,
That's a fact.
but the thing is, what are you willing to do? And we are not willing to do anything anymore. And it's not just black people; it's just all across the board, societal-wise. It's a whole generation that's just like
Would
fuck
that
it.
be a cheat code though? Like we really was okay. We already do the best
Well,
everything. You feel
but
me? Golf,
all we need,
tennis,
all we need to, again,
Mozart.
every time we do something, we get convinced
Shout out to
that
the
it's better to
Moors.
do
You feel?
something with other people. So, for instance, if you got the Negro, if you got the black this or whatever, right? We don't support that. We don't, and then what happens is you get forced to integrate because that's the way. That's the way to get the machine, right? Because we don't support. We've been brainwashed to watch this. The same thing that black men complain about black women about when they say, well, the black woman just want they want the finished product. They just want, the black woman don't want to work with the brother. Nigga, that's the whole fucking black race in America. Right? You don't want to support, you want to support yo when yo is yo. You don't want to support yo when you know what I'm saying? You don't want to support yo when yo is yo. You want to support yo when yo is yo. And that's the problem.
Don DeMarco.
That's the problem, brother. So we're always
You
waiting
don't want to
for
support
someone
yo
to
when
make
yo
it.
is yo. You want to support yo when yo like yo.
You get what I'm saying? Like so,
Yes, sir.
my Baltimoreans, I'm an import. However, I speak fluent yo, and it's like that's what we're waiting for. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm gonna support Cashland right now, so the Cashland can go ahead and get their store on Broadway or in Manhattan, or
I was just
or so
thinking
they
about
can
that the other
so,
day, yo.
You understand? So and again, we a lot of us do support Cashland, right? However, is in mass are we doing that? Right? Are we doing
It could
that
be
in
more.
mass?
It could be more. It could be more. Yeah, it could
Right?
be more.
And right, and it could be more.
See, I like
of
what you're getting. I
Cashlands.
like where you're taking this.
You get what I'm saying?
2026.
We're
Yes.
not we need to go ahead and be okay
To seven
now,
figures every quarter. Like
right,
he could be
right,
doing 7 figures every
every
quarter.
quarter. And then he can be putting people on and putting other entities on.
Mashups, you feel me?
Right. So now he got the big store. So now you know what? I got my Shaka Pitts Go Hill shit. Now it's not just in mogul printing. I can I can put my shit in the Cashland, the big body Cashland
The
store.
mashup, the PitFights, Cashland joint.
Right. So
you feel me?
Right. However, like I said, Cashland, he's the big dog, right? But he got the spot now. I'm like, hey yo, can I put my shit up in your spot?
You know how I feel about that? Is the sister Meek Mill baby mother that got the Milan Rouge clothing line. I feel that way, but like on a bigger scale. Like Cashland, shout out to them locally. But Milan, a lot of people rock it. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people rock the Milan Rouge joint. This, you know what I mean? If you're familiar, I can show you real quick. But basically, it's a sister. You know what I mean? Milan Rouge. I'll send you the drum. I'll pull it up in a second. But yeah, I feel like the same way about her, bro. But I appreciate that. So what's your thoughts on this real quick though, bro? You feel me? This is to be commended though, right here. Respectfully, the 2025 lowest murder rate since in 50 years in Baltimore, bro. You know what I mean?
I think that's
amazing. I never would have thought in my lifetime.
I think that's very dope. I like that gives the young brother mayor some leverage, some political leverage. I like that.
Shout out to Brandon Scott.
Yeah, because
Mayor Brandon Scott. They call you the man now. Mayor
Yeah.
Brandon Scott. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good brother. Mayor Brandon Scott, man, because he gets a lot of flack for being a young black mayor of an urban city. So when shit goes wrong, they real quick to say, hey, look how wrong shit is. So I like that he has this in his pocket to be able to say, hey, listen, you know what I mean? I did do this though with the help of the city, and with help pretty much with the help of the city, he was able to do that. So that's dope. That's dope. I think that's amazing.
No, that's a fact.
I think that's
amazing. Know what I mean? What you think about like them? You know what I mean? Like sending the National Guard at different spots, DC and all that.
Again, illegal.
And,
I'm not with anything that the government does that's illegal. That's illegal, which is why it's been rescinded because it was illegal.
mm-hmm.
You know. So again, if the other parts of the government do their job, we're okay, right? The problem is when the other parts of the system don't do their job, then it's left up to the people. And if the people are just on some bullshit willy nilliness, then it's gonna pan out the way it's gonna pan out, the way it's been panning out. To be honest, you know. Again, I'm not asking for a January 6th. I'm saying people aren't showing that they're angry about whatever they say they're angry about. Don't tell me. You understand? What are you willing to do? Again, I can say this. I've earned my right to say this. I've been out there. I've ruckised. I've caused ruckus. I've marched. I've protested. I've been down to Annapolis. I've been in front of a politician. I've been in front of Brandon Scott. Walked up to him, right? I've been so no. I've earned my right to say, what the fuck are y'all gonna do?
Oh, Milano, that's what it is. Yo, whatever happened with that guy with the bar, yo? When you got when you was at the bar and all that, yo.
He's still up there. He's still up there. He's still
he
up
ain't
there.
Going on.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere. You know, and again, I didn't expect him to. That was just to let him know that I wasn't the one he was going to do that to without any type of repercussions. You know, I'm never going to be anyone's chosen victim. You're never going to pick me and say, yeah, I can do that to him. It's going to be okay. It's never going to be okay. Never. I tell the youth that I work with, that I advocate for, and that I'm raising in these programs that I'm directing, that as much as I love you, I will never be safe for you to do certain things to.
Bird.
As much as I love you, I will never be safe for you to do certain things to. No matter how much I love you, you will not be allowed to do certain things. So that's what I'm saying. Where's your line, people? Where's your line? So, you know, again, this is a young person's game, right? Where's your line? What do you really care about?
Yo, so sometimes, you know, did you ever take? I took debate class, you know what I mean, and that's what makes City better than Poly, you know what I mean. That's why Apex wasn't able to propel as a battle rapper, you know what I mean, even though he had one of the best platforms in the world and he had an executive C-suite position over there. But when I was on the debate team, you know what I mean, I was on the debate team, we used to debate both sides, you know what I mean. So you ever, you know, I know you being a deep thinker, you ever put yourself in the mind of a MAGA supporter and say, okay, this is our guy, he going hard. Like, you ever put yourself in the shoes of a Trump supporter and say, okay, to at least understand their philosophy to see.
Yes. They're ignorant and racist at this point. At this point, they're either ignorant, the racist, or they're okay with everything because it's too blatant and transparent who he is and what he's doing. Now, if you want to talk about 2016, that's a whole different thing. Whole different thing. After January 6th, like there's nothing I really want to hear from a Trump supporter, and from his tenure this time. There's nothing you can say to me. He's doing too many blatant illegal things for me to hear you say, oh, well, look at immigrant. Like, nah, bro, because I don't forgive a rapist because a pedophile's in town. Like, no. No.
Yeah. No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So no, again, in 2016, I give you some bail. I shoot
so
you
we
some
had
bail.
Bill.
Even though as a New Yorker, I know who the fuck he was, and he wouldn't go get no bail from me in 2016, right? However, I get it. You don't know. You think he got some fresh sauce to put in the mix. Cool, not a problem. Give him a shot. You got it. However, when they start showing you who they are, and you telling me, no, it's rain. I'm like, bro, I've been pissing all my life. That's not rain, yo.
Nigga try to pistol on my leg and tell me it's raining. You
Yeah,
feel
like
me?
that's not rain. So at this point, no. In 2016, yes, I can give you a little bit of room because you may not have known what I've known, being a New Yorker and knowing him and experiencing him, through my
Trump grandfather
childhood.
was a pimp, yo, during the gold rush. That's where the Trump money came from. His
Yeah,
grandfather was a pimp during the gold rush. You know what I mean? While the
yeah.
brothers,
So
after they do a long day in the mine, brothers want to drink and something to sink. You know what I mean? Something to put on the sink. You know what I mean?
nah, listen,
So
a lot of them made their money doing illegal shit back in the day. You know, prohibition
behind
and
every fortune is a
you
crime. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Hey, yo, how do
yeah.
I find that? How do I find that video real quick, yo, with the racist dude, yo? We got, you know what I mean? We gotta restore the
Uh,
feelings real quick, yo, because for
was
the
it
people who may not have seen that.
wow, what was that on?
Yo,
I
here go
know
the
it was on
shock value
Instagram.
right here,
It's on.
though.
I
In the
know it's on
meantime, look.
Instagram. I know it's on Instagram.
All
It's in
right,
my top
hold
feed.
on. Let me see.
It's my highlight. It's a highlighted jiffy on Instagram.
All right, let me see. Hold
I had on a yellow do the bike thing shirt.
on. All right, hold on, yo. In the meantime, in between time, yo, I appreciate you, yo. You been keeping up with the battle rap culture, bro? I know you. You know what I mean? You just got married and all that.
Not really. However, I was just asked if I would use my pit scorecard to judge a tournament. So I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna see what's going on with that. Um, and I'm definitely
I
willing to do
seen that.
that.
Yeah, I shared
Yeah,
that, yo.
yeah.
So, what's the science behind it? You know what I mean? For the people who may not know, what's the science on a
Well, the pit
pit
scorecard
fight scorecard? Yeah.
is a scoring method I came up with around 2012, maybe I think,
Hmm.
where it's a mathematical scoring system that takes the five elements of battle rap and scores them. And at the end of the 3 rounds, you can add up the various categories or the total score, and the winner is going to be the same.
Here you go, right here. Hold on. Speaking of, you know what I mean? Oh,
Right. And each category weighs differently. So certain categories you can get 5 points, certain categories you can get 4 points, certain categories you can get 3 points because of what they weigh in the actual what they weigh in the skill sets. Right. So performance is not gonna weigh as much as you actually being able to fucking rap. Right.
it's ill right here. It worked.
Right? Um, and your hits are like punches, things that make you react or things you liked, right? And those are really going to be culminations of the other categories. So if you rhymed well and you had good performance and your thoughts or your schemes and your cadence was all together, you're probably going to have some hits, right? But if those things are
Hmm.
low, your hit count probably going to be low as well. So things it's all gonna make sense and show you why you're like, well, I feel like this person won, or I feel like this is gonna show you why that happened.
I got a question for you.
Yes,
If you was to add one thing to this, when you say you made this,
2012,
yo,
maybe.
shout out to Boss Chick Rain, but some stuff she be posting, I don't always 100% agree with.
No,
But shout out to
I
her.
don't agree with everybody,
No, that's
100% with
real.
with anybody. So
That's real.
I'm mad at that.
That's real. But shout out to her though. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, respectfully. If you was you say you made this win, pardon,
2012, I believe. That that
2000.
that is that don't even have the originals have the copyright. I pulled that from a screenshot somewhere.
Got you. So if you was to add one thing to this to make it 30, like a 3-0, if you was to, being as though it's 2012, now it's 2025, and battle rap is evolving, grown, caffeine era, post caffeine era, spaces era, um, reality rap. They got the baddies of battle rap show now. If you was to add one more category to this to make it 30, because that would be hard. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, because if somebody get 30, you know what I'm saying? But I guess this
What you
kind of
mean
hard too,
30?
because
What you mean 30?
like in battle rap, somebody get 30, they lose all 3 rounds, they got 30. You know what I mean?
No.
It'll be
You
the
can lose. You lose all three. You can lose all 3 rounds. What? How can't you lose all 3 rounds?
no, you can lose all 3 rounds. No, the question is, if you was to add one thing to this, being as though you say you made this like 14 years ago, if you was just in hindsight to add one more category to this, like promotion or
Nothing.
you know what I'm
Nothing.
saying?
Nothing, because everything that will be added will be superficial
Rhyming,
bullshit that has nothing to do
performance.
that has nothing to do with the craft or the no. I would add nothing
Gotcha.
else, because
Thought, scheme.
anything else you add, in my opinion, right?
Let me think, because now you got me thinking about that shit.
Think about the things you just said. Promotion. What else you want us to do? The clothes
Face
they
off.
wore. The clothes
Face
they
off.
wore. Again, like everything else. Like
I
what
got
else?
you.
What else? What
I
else
get
is
you.
there that this doesn't
I
cover?
get you. I get you. No, I guess you're superficial because that's not a part of the battle. Like you
No,
said,
I
the
don't.
clothes. Once you
Right?
get the
No.
face off,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on face offs? When did they first get big? Like, what was your, you know what I mean? Like, of course, it's good promotion.
They got big doing the URL. When was it Jay Black and them? When even back when Tech Nine and them was on there doing that. I think that's when it got really big. But it's been going on way before that, man. Again,
Who's your favorite?
fire was already invented.
Who's your favorite promoters? Like, who's your top 5 battle rappers that? All right, first of all, give me some of your personal people that you work with on PitFights that you was like they was great at promoting, respectfully, if you could, and who you think is like some of your Mount Rushmore promoters. They might not be nice and none of that, you know what I mean? But they ill in the promotion game, you know what I mean? As far as promoting themselves, because a lot of battle rappers don't promote as good as I feel like. If I was a league owner, I'd be in their ass like, yo.
Nah, listen, 1,000,000,000%. This is why when they talk to me about pay, you know, they wouldn't really talk to me about pay, because you can't talk to me because you know, nigga, you know,
Right.
again. So
you know your worth in the game.
You know your worth.
Feel me?
So
Like,
my thing is this, and talent isn't worth. Talent isn't worth. Right. So you're dope, but how many people coming to see you? You're dope, but how many people are going to click on to see you? Right? So locally, Lil Nay, top tier promoter.
Okay. Shout out to Lil Nay.
Spence is also in that bracket. Who else locally? In Maryland, I would have to say Rock does a good job on promoting what he has going
on a low key tip, like especially if if it's something
Nah, Rock is good with it. To be honest, the ladies, man, like the Farrahs, you know what I mean? Like the Shoonies, like
that's a fact.
Like they're probably
they do better than the men.
Yeah, on a promotion tip, no. The ladies, 1,000,000,000%. So yeah, that's just off the top. That's who I can think of.
Word. Like, what about Surf, Verb? You know what I mean? Me personally, I would say Surf, Verb.
I like Surf, and no Surf. Surf does a good job. I can't really say I don't really following Mook. I don't really following Mook like that. I've seen
Mook. I think Mook is ass. Did you see this though? Pardon me. Go ahead. What you say, bro? I mean, Did you see that? This is some of the funniest shit ever in my life. Hold on, if I can just show this real quick while I got the guard up here, yo. Shaka pistol, just real quick, because I was going to get into the Reed Dollars shit, because there's some nasty shit going on. But I read with this right here since you said Mook, yo.
I hear about.
You didn't hear Mook and T-Top, yo. Mook and T-Top arguing the other day, bro. This was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life, yo.
Nah, T-Top my man too.
Yo, listen, no, bro. Hold on. Just real quick, bro, before you go, yo. This is, you know what I mean? Since we on the stream, we hanging out, bro. We hanging out virtually, yo. God bless technology, yo. Real shit. Yo, hold on. Here you go, right here, yo. Hold on real quick. Chill out, kitty.
You're just by thinking about
No, this is some of the funniest shit ever in life, yo, I ever seen in my life. Hold on.
That's crazy. But T-Top still looking. He's still searching.
But listen, he top in case Mook doesn't want to.
We ain't talking cost.
How it works. Man, Mook don't know this. T-Top knows this.
It'll work for you.
Hold on.
How it works. Said was what I said was he mentioned how your career goes. I'm good, my brother.
Yo, you know what's crazy? When niggas
call me.
Yo, T-Top, you know this conversation is the call? You know this conversation is the call.
This conversation is the call.
Can you hear, bro?
This conversation is the call.
You gotta say it 2 times. You gotta say it twice.
Because I can't even fathom it.
That's why I'm gonna kill you. That's why I'm gonna kill you. That's why I'm gonna kill
Well,
you.
suit up. What do you keep suit up for?
Yo,
suit
yo, can I say what you trying to say?
No, don't. How can you tell a battle rapper what another nigga trying to say? That's crazy.
Suit up. Suit up.
Do the Briz Rothstein pause.
You gonna come there, ABs?
Go check every comment after that.
Hey, I'm here. Talk to me.
What
talk
the? You mean?
Yo, Bill.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. My phone died, and I know.
Small, 2 big rooms or 2 enough momentum to.
No. I said that like Rock is
the.
Rock.
Like, what does that mean? Bro?
That much.
This chat.
That's what
everybody care. No.
Get out of here with that.
All
only line niggas remember is Paul. You do. I'm a building.
Yo, T-Top. I saw you in the comments. I saw you in the comments. Hurt you.
How did it hurt me?
I ain't right. I'm a big. Yo, T-Top.
Yo.
Here you go, right here. My fault.
You see when I battle Rock? That shit hurt you.
Some of the funniest shit I ever heard.
Nah, I didn't see it because y'all only let 2 people in the room, so nobody see.
Oh no.
We sitting on YouTube.
That shit hurt you.
You ain't want nobody in the building, so.
Yo, T-Top. I saw you in the comments. I saw you in the comments.
Yeah, I watched the battle, but
I saw you in the caffeine comments in the beginning.
What
are you talking about?
I was not in the building when you battled Tay Rock.
I said beautiful. And that was a dude.
We watched the battle. Everybody watched the battle.
Yeah. And that shit hurt you.
How did it hurt me? Cause the only line niggas remember is Paul Bear from Paul Bear. Is that it? Like what else? What is that supposed to?
Yo, the nigga spent 30 minutes arguing about this Paul Bear ball, yo.
That's what they remember from that battle. Yes.
That shit was ass.
And right, beautiful. And that was a doodle line, right? That was a doodle line, right?
I never said it was doodle. I said
I'm
all they remember. It wasn't too clever, nigga. They're gonna Paul Bear for Paul Bear.
Nigga, do you know what the word clever means? You know what clever means?
Nigga say it made a drinking game.
I'm sure you want to.
Paul Bear. Nigga, that is 5 under. That's crazy to you. That's crazy to you.
Nah, that's not.
That's crazy to you.
That's the only memorable thing you had out of that battle.
That's crazy. You ain't never in your life said nothing that crazy.
Good.
That was him.
In your life, you never said nothing that crazy, T-Top.
Was he trying to explain it? That shit made
ever.
More ass.
Do you know how skillful that is?
That's how I know you're not hip, Mook.
That is 5. That's a nigga. That is 5 different words in the same word, T-Top.
Oh my God.
In 2 words.
That was still
terrible. Your time, yo.
No, that's what you try to say.
And you might see a
Hold on,
fuck out of here, Mook. Get out of here with that.
No, nobody cares. No.
Get out of here with that.
Get out of here with that.
Yeah. Hold up.
Yes, sir.
So hold up. What's the line? Paul Bear for Paul Bear?
He said, hold on. Let me put when he battled Rock, he said he gonna break it down, bro. I don't even want. He gonna try. The Mook you want to hear from his own mouth real quick. I appreciate your time, bro.
Whose bar was it?
Yo,
whose bar was it?
It was Mook versus Tay Rock. But when he break it down, I remember him saying it versus Tay Rock, but I thought he said something else. Like, but he's gonna break it down like. You know what I mean?
I don't like. Number one, I personally don't like any bar that has to be broken down. Like nigga.
No, that's what T-Top was saying. Yo, listen, but then all right, real quick, let's go get to it, bro. I appreciate your time. We gonna chop it up, bro. I appreciate you, yo.
Quadruple entendres, nah, bro. I ain't here for that.
Yo, we gonna make a donation to the campaign, yo, because I want to get you just to consume this conversation with you. Like we was chilling right now. Like I see you rolling up, yo. Shout out to. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Smoke Station, yo. Shout out to the smokestore.com, yo, official smoke sponsor of WR Radio. We gotta do a deal with Shak Value. I got a lot of I gotta build with you, yo. Nico Bond, yo, I gotta build with you. Because we got a lot of brands and we got the smokestore.com, we got theediblestore.com.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We got other shit, you feel me? To advertise. Because what you do, I advise everybody to check out Shak Value Radio.
Listen, we got a live spin the bin tournament going down in March also, Shak Value. So We got cash prize going out. So we looking for sponsors for that too. And we got
Yeah, we go build.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Yo, shout to Shaka. How do they get involved with the tournament? How do they get in?
Well, they gotta be participants in the show.
Okay.
They gotta be participants in the show.
So they gotta get active.
They gotta be. So you can send me music to shockvaluemedia@gmail.com. Labeled MP3.
I'm gonna throw this up here too. Yeah.
Labeled MP3 or YouTube link.
Throw it in the chat, if you can. Throw it in the chat if you can. I'm gonna put it up there.
Spin the bin. Spin the bin is a hold it. Oh, I don't have my stuff. Look, I was going into like it was my back channel.
Right.
Spin the bin is our version of Versus before Versus existed. So what we have artists come on the show and they'll do like a 5-song battle and the audience picks the winner.
Okay.
So we've been doing that for 2 years. We've been doing that for 2 years in this iteration of Shock Value. However, I was doing it back in 2015.
They real listen, and because I submitted a song, a little something, off an upcoming project I submitted something a couple months back. They gonna give it to you real, like something, what I mean? It was like 50-50 feedback, like, but you got different generations in it. It's healthy too. It's healthy because you get to engage right with the people. I advise all artists, people, even just people that want to listen to something. Just look, because nothing's curated no more. Everything is, you got a million things you can stream, a million things you can watch. If you need something curated for you, why not go to one of the curators for the curators? You know what I mean? Shock Value Radio. But yo, bro, I appreciate it. Yo, just consume this with me, bro. We can play the ball later on, but or you can pull it up after this. But just consume this with the kid for me, yo.
All fair in warfare. Your boy Bear, he Paul Bear. No. Chill.
If they caught it, why do you gotta break them down? That's
crazy to you.
That's the only memorable thing you had out of that battle.
That's crazy. You ain't never in your life said nothing that crazy.
Talk shit.
It wasn't
in your
good.
life, you never said nothing that crazy. Ever.
He ain't really dangerous to him.
Ever. Do you know how skillful that is?
That's how I know you're not hip, Mook.
That is 5.
That's
a
you.
nigga. That is 5 different words in the same word, T-Top.
Oh my God.
In 2 words.
That was still terrible, Mook.
No, that's what you try to say.
And you might see a Paul Bear. Like, get the fuck out of here, Mook. Get out of here with that.
No, nobody cares. No.
Get out of here with that.
All fair in warfare. Your boy Bear, he Paul Bear. No. Chill.
If they caught it, why do you gotta break them down? I ain't gotta break down shit.
I agree.
No, I'm gonna break it down again to you because you don't get it.
Who you trying to convince in here that it was good?
Your boy Bear.
Who you trying to convince?
Paul Bear.
It was good.
Is Paul Bears, then Paul Bear for Paul Bear. Are you insane?
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Having to convince niggas this shit is good is not good, bro.
T-Top.
Have to convince niggas my bar.
T-Top, you ain't never T-Top.
Because you know Paul is like a Paul bearer and like a Paul and Paul. I don't.
You said Paul? What's Paul? Oh wait. What you thought I meant by that?
What you mean? They're gonna have to pour out fucking beer for Poor Bear.
Okay, keep going.
Not even the same words, but we gonna let you slide.
No.
Hey, yo, if you want to upload some of this content to your channel too, we can
keep going.
YouTube,
I said that shit 5 times.
Now, you feel me?
Hey,
you know what I mean?
keep going.
Some of this,
your boy Bear, he Poor Bear.
Listen, but
no. Listen, I'm about to kill you. Keep going.
All that shit is ass.
He Poor Bear. What's Poor Bear?
They talking about Paul. They're gonna what?
He Poor Bear. Your boy Bear. He Poor Bear. What's that?
Mook a cool dude.
Was that saying I don't have any money?
Harlem nigga, man. You never gonna.
Was that saying I was poor? I don't get what.
However,
just say it was.
Nah.
Yo, hold on, B.
If you a bear, you know bears have paws,
shit
right?
get better. It's just
so I'm a claw. So your man, so you saying your man T-Top is a claw? Go ahead, keep going.
T-Top flipped it on him though.
If your man paw bear,
I got what he was saying. Hold on.
Show your paw. Paw bear.
No. If your man paw bears, what the fuck is we talking about? That don't make sense.
So listen,
I know I can't. Nah.
Couldn't wait to tell a movie, yo. But listen, though. Basically, what Mook was saying, like it really makes sense though. But T-Top flipped it within the conversation to make him sound stupid because most people think Mook be ranting a lot, especially off the rehab and all other little things. Like Mook do be all over the place sometimes. But Mook actually made sense because he said when you if your boy Bear, talking about T-Top, Paul Bear, like Bear's paws, like Paul Bear. But it still sounds dumb as shit because it don't make no literary sense.
No,
like your boy,
it doesn't. It doesn't. And
but
again, that's lazy. It's lazy writing. It's lazy writing to try to get to something. So what it is he knew where he wanted to go. So he's going to try to, you know,
he put too many Paul Bears in there. He did like 5 of them though. He said like your boy Bear, Paul Bear, you had the Paul Bear. If a Paul, you need a Paul Bear. But the bear paw with the ball pet, the Bear Paul was the one that lost me, yo, because I didn't know that's what he said in real time years ago when he battled rap. I didn't know, but the way T-Top flipped it in the conversation was like a paw, like a foot. Like Mook made it make sense, but it's still ass. But the way T-Top flipped the conversation was like you was talking about a foot instead of a hand.
This ain't battle rap. This ain't.
What you can't give, and this is again one of the reasons I created the pit scorecard. You cannot give I get it points. Oh, I get it. So?
But nobody got it in real time. No one in the history of the world knew that's what he said, yo.
But my point is, even if we did get it and say, nah, yo, so nah, what he's talking about is the bear paw and the paw, nigga, I don't care. It's not good. So because it makes because you get it.
Because then you can interpret it better if you hear the head. Let me see if I can find a clip of it real quick. Let me just let it.
No, it's not. It's not. I know what that is. I hate that type of battle rap. That's lazy.
Mook ass, yo.
That's
Mook
lazy.
Like
no, Mook's not ass. No, Mook's not ass. I could never say that. No, I could never.
He's not ass. Is he?
I could never say that.
All right, but is he? All right. Because Mook,
is he the Mook of old? No.
All right, but
no.
I mean, he stay active now. I like that about it. But hold on, bro. I'm gonna try to find a little bit more.
I'm just saying he may not be able to dunk from the free throw line anymore, right? His knees bad, but he can still play. He can still post a young boy up. He can still get that hook shot.
Right, he definitely LeBron. Yeah. He's not even Mayweather. I had to put Lux because Mayweather. I gotta put Lux because Lux is, you know what I mean? That's beloved. You feel me? I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, yo. Hold on. I'm gonna see if it get to the funny parts, yo. Hold on. Because that shit gets crazy.
This ain't battle rap.
This shit I'm talking about. If your man Paul Bear. No, it should be if your man Bear Paul something. Not if your man Bear.
Hey, yo, T-Top. Teach you how to rap. T-Top. Your boy.
Rappers in here know it too. That's why
I gotta teach you how to rap.
T-Top. Your ball Bear. He Paul Bear.
That's why everybody's sending me hearts and hundreds right now.
If you show your paws, right, T-Top? If your man, he Paul Bear, right?
Thank y'all for the hundreds.
He Paul Bear, right? He show his paws.
No.
Is Paul Bears, meaning you know what a Paul Bear is, right?
Listen.
Oh my God. Yo, bro. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this, y'all. I can't believe it. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, y'all think T-Top could beat me?
What are you talking about?
What?
What is that? You said your man Paul Bear? That means he shows.
Yo, T-Top, are you the bear?
Stop that, yo.
Yes.
Yo, you do not get points for inference. You cannot spit a bar and say, oh no, what was inferred in that bar is this. No.
And then you break it down 3 years later. Nobody on the history of Earth knew that's what he said.
Bro,
when he said
I don't care if you broke it down in the middle of the fucking rhyme. No. You don't know. Because now it's like, so hold up. You gave me 4 bars, let's just say. And now you're going to give me 4 bars explaining those 4 bars? Get the fuck out of here. Do your job. Make it land. Make it stick. Stick the landing. I'm not a fan of none of that shit. I'm not a fan of any of it. It has to be phenomenal. So, for instance, And everyone's like clones of a clone of a clone. So we going back to Conceited, right? With the subtext and did you get that right? So now it's like, okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that, put a Chilla Jones in there and compile that with a B Magic, and then and now we're gonna no, now we so far off the fucking grid that you niggas not even fucking landing anymore. You figure like I ain't gotta land it right here. What I'll do is I'll land, stumble a little bit, roll up, jump, and then later on say, well, no, I stuck it later on, but you stopped looking. Yeah, I stopped looking because I saw you fall. I saw you fall and I walked to the concession stand. You don't know, but if you would have stayed, you would have saw that I rolled and got back up, and that was part of the fall. Like, nigga, I'm good, yo. I'm good.
Yo, who's the top person? Who's the person with the most chokes, yo, in pit fights battle league history?
And chokes, probably AM.
Okay.
Probably AM.
Who got the most no shows in pit fights battle rap history?
I don't know. Because we haven't really had that problem, to be honest. Because we implemented a rule way back that other leagues picked up on. So we started doing retainers for battle rappers who were flight risk, as we call them. So you would have to give us money. You would have to pay a retainer, and if you showed up to battle, you would get that back. If you didn't show up, we would break that off to the guy who you know showed on. So we really didn't have habitual after after that point. We didn't have habitual no showers.
Trying to find this shit right here. But either way, yeah, man.
All right, if you know,
you can watch this shit. You know what I mean?
This is crazy.
I've heard
so you
enough.
good on that shit?
Yeah,
that shit, yo. When you start breaking that shit down,
because again, he's already lost me. I don't care what the bar is supposed to say or supposed to mean. You didn't do your job in the beginning, so I don't care now. I literally, legitimately don't care. You know, it's like seeing a bad movie, and then someone wants to explain to me what I. No, nigga, it was a bad movie. I'm good. Yeah. Well, no. The writer was like he was trying to get to. He was really like on like 8-dimensional. I'm good on 8 dimensions. I didn't come to a fucking movie to get 8-dimensional anything. I come to be entertained right in my fucking face.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on the Easy Cassie battle that happened? You know, I mean, they had a little friction during the top of round 2. But like, what do you think about them? Like them saying Easy not from Philly and all that. You know what I mean? Like, you think
man.
What do you think about Easy overall? What's your thoughts on Easy the Black Cat now overall? Respectfully, I like the bull. I like the bull.
I've known Easy for over 10 years at least. I know Easy when he started with WBL because I was helping WBL out. I even hosted events for WBL in Philly, and I actually hosted the event that Easy got locked up at.
That's crazy.
I was actually there. I was actually outside with him trying to get him to but it was too late. So now I know Easy from way back. So I like what he's been able to attain for himself. I don't know if I necessarily like the whole battle rap over persona, to be honest. And I haven't watched his battles in a few years. However,
what a respark your ignition in battle rap? Yo? Was it a mega match? Is it a match you've been waiting on? What is something that we like? Shit, like, oh shit, I love this shit again. Like, you know, this shit is.
It's the facilitators, yo. I don't like going to battle rap events because most of the people who throw battle rap events don't know shit about battle rap. They were fans who are now throwing events. and they don't know anything about the culture. They don't know anything about the skill set or the arts. So they're here for what a lot of the dumb fans are here for, and that's why a lot of the events are bullshit. They're not in this game for what it's for. They're not in it for the love of it. They're in it because it can be done right now. A lot of them. So that's why I don't like it. It doesn't. I don't feel the culture anymore. I don't feel I don't feel that the craft of the culture is being protected. It's not fun. I'm bored. I watch three fights and I see 6 of the same fucking people. So it's like, this is boring, right? I can predict lines a mile away, and I'm looking around like, oh, y'all like that? This is boring. Again, a guy comes up there to do the mook and want to explain to me his fucking bars for 4 fucking bars, 8 bars. This is boring, nigga. You can't even fucking rap. You didn't start rapping until you heard battle rap. You can't even fucking rap. You doing aggressive spoken word. Get the fuck out my face. I'm good. So a lot of this shit is just not. It's just not battle rap. You know.
Hey yo.
You know.
Shout to Shot Value Radio. Is this the type of energy you be on Shot Value Radio, bro? Like, you don't get into battle rap over there?
Nah, I don't. I'm gonna start doing something. I'm gonna start doing a little something.
Come on, bro. Come on, like, you put in all that groundwork, bro. Like, you put in all that.
I know. I'm gonna start doing a little something. You know, because
even if you know what I mean.
You know, because again,
so,
I'm not the guy. Let me say this: I'm not the old heads like, oh no, no. I like dope shit, right? So there's like, you know, I like dope shit.
How can we motivate you?
To rap. You have to be able to fucking rap. You have to be able to fucking rap.
Yo, us over here, right? Us over here at professionalbattlerap.com. What do we gotta do? You know what I mean? On some Jerry Maguire shit. You know what I mean? For you to be as a, you know, first of all,
well, listen, man. I will throw
like
an event
on a media tip, because there's still like, you know what I mean? Because something for you to brainstorm on, yo. Because professionalbattlerap.com, right? This is, you know, I'm glad you popped up because this is what we really going to try to do something with that brand this year, professionalbattlerap.com, because that's what they call it. Right? They call it Professional Battle Rap, and we are professionalbattlerap.com. You know what I mean? And we are from Baltimore. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And listen, our home league is PitFights Battle League. So if we could, you know what I mean? And not only that, I feel like have you seen? I don't know if you, because you, like you say, you kind of fell out of love with the game, but Frozenberg and his brother, they call them Frozen Bros. They've kind of been commentating a lot of matches, especially for TBL. I want to get your thoughts on TBL too, real quick. But
is that the one to act? Is that the tournament?
If you get into the commentating, they get in the bag. No, they get in the bag from people throwing events. They commentate like how you have Kenny Smith and them at the game, or not Kenny Smith and them because they do the halftime. But you got Marv Albert and them. You know what I mean? Right at the. They're doing a great job. Shout out to Frozen Bros. I interviewed Frozen a couple while back. Cool brother. Frozen Bros. They're a commentary team, and like in between the matches, they, you know what I mean, doing, you know, as they switching from the next match, they commentating on the previous match, or they're doing a great job. But is that something you think you would get into? Basically, make a long story short, like a commentator to the game, still doing it, you know, still got your imprint and everything, but like if somebody offered you a nice decent bag, you know what I mean, to come out to you know what I mean, whether it be the trenches or
I do that. Like I said, I don't have a problem with that. And those are like, I don't have a problem, you know, inputting my subject matter expertise into the battle rap culture. I don't have a problem with that. However, it has to, you know, I have to be Shaka Pitts, and I'm not again.
That's what they want. That's what the game. Since Tech 9, whatever he did, respect. I feel like respect part. Whatever he did on his personal life, that's had nothing to do with what we talking about battle rap. As far as a commentator and what he brought to the sport, I feel like that's what the game has been kind of missing. You know what I mean? Is that type of raw mixed with the Norbs talent, and you have the experience that everyone's going to respect it. Like, no, he really had a league. Oh no, that's him. Interviews with key people. that's not doors that can open up for certain people. Like you built the, you know what I mean, like the ancient, you know what I mean, civilization.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
So listen, let me tell you, Bugs. I'm with that. That
If it
I'm
makes
okay with
sense
that.
though, we can make it
No,
make sense this
I'm
year though.
okay
That's
with that. No, I'm okay with that. Again, things got to make sense. Like I said, you know,
time is money. You feel me?
I'm gonna go ahead and put the pit scorecard in effect, and we can, I can, definitely.
And there's always, and that's another thing about is always your brand too, because like say you commentate in a, you know what I mean, let's say a trenches event or a TBL event or whatever, because they may have frozen them and you doing on the ring side, like while they doing it, whatever it may be. You see what I'm saying? You still have your brand. Yo, this is Shaka PitFights Battle League, so it's subconscious you know what I mean, subconscious marketing there, and the credibility through the roof, like, you know what I mean. So, but either way,
I'm cool with that.
yo, professionalbattlerap.com, that would be ill, because that's all I was thinking. Even today is funny, yo. This morning I was thinking about, like, yo, but we need the credibility, because I don't want to come in just as a fan. It's good to say, like, just this content we got today.
So it's the
You know
the WTBL, the women's TBL. I guess that's what it is.
They got two. They got TBL and they got. I want to get your thoughts on that real quick. Yeah, TBL is like Chilla Jones. They eventually, really, they've been around 6 years. Everybody keep calling them new league.
So Sal, I was fucking with Chilla way back before Chilla started Shark Tank, I believe, Battle League, and I was helping.
Like I heard.
We was building early on that when I had the pit already, and he was trying to start something up in New England. That's when I started Mid Atlantic Battle Association. That's how I battle got jumped off. Back in the day.
I see I battle doing a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why, like I said, bro, we got to ink the deal, because I need you over here. What I want to do, professional battle, right? We can have a little transparent real quick, you know what I mean? Let you get up out of there. I appreciate your time, bro. We're going to definitely connect the dots. But what I would like to do with professionalbattlerap.com, like on some ill shit, and I'm going to just put it out there, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's like how they got FanDuel. You know what I mean? Like, and the PitFights card, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas start putting odds on the shit. Like, bring it back to that. Like, because I know niggas be betting. You feel me? Like, I bet on battle rap events. I keep it 100. You feel me? And it's only a short amount of time before there's going to be a FanDuel or battle rap. You feel me? And if Greg Bugsy Remo can link up with Shaka Zulu, the God Shaka Pitts, and we can put together the racket, because now niggas will respect the spread. Like, if I come up with a spread, I'm just keeping, like, say, what's a battle that's coming up? Whatever it be, blah. Like Mook and T-Top, they've been arguing. Mook and Briz, because Mook and Briz is one of them ones that niggas is waiting for since they fought. Mook and Briz, if I come up with a spread, niggas ain't gonna respect it as much as it's, you know what I mean? It ain't gotta be just me and you, but we have a secret council. Niggas know we are professional. It's a consortium, just like how they come up with a spread for the Ravens game. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Make a long story short,
people
can place action there. And plus, you can battle people from all over the world at professionalbattlerap.com. Hypothetically, we build it now, you know what I'm saying? Because I might want to bet somebody I'm arguing with in the PitFights group. God bless PitFights and nobody else. Join the group. I don't know if we get accepted. There's Bougie over there. They had people from Poly running it. They think the air up there, they don't care. No, I'm bullshit. But God bless PitFights and nobody else. But I might be arguing with somebody in there, but they might be in another country or another. How do I know? We can't just bet and then they ass bet me. But with professionalbattlerap.com, you can confidently place your action legitimately. What's your thoughts on gambling? Because you're a righteous brother. First of all, I might have fucked the whole elevator pitch up. What's your thoughts on gambling? Like, because you're a righteous brother, you know what I mean? End all, be all.
I don't gamble. However, I don't have anything against it. I think as long as I think people need to do their due diligence and put their money in something where odds can come back, where something can come back, right? I don't believe in throwing money out the window. However, if you're saying, well, no, for instance, I think sports betting, like, no, I think this team is going to beat that team. I'll put money on it. I think this fighter is going to beat that fighter. I'll put money on it. I think I'm faster than you. Let's race. I'm good with that, right? I'm stronger than you. I can lift more weights than you or whatever. Let's put money. I'm good with that. You know,
you know why one? You know why one was at this battle? He's standing right over here somewhere.
Yep. Yeah,
why,
I do.
Yeah, why one?
Shout out to Y1. He
Shout out to Y1. That's another brother that's on the council, on the professional battle rap council.
Y1, he shout out to him, man. He just gave me some good flowers, man. Like for because he got a lot of traction after sending his song in to Shock Value. He got a lot of traction. He said that his name's he said it worked. And he was like,
shout out to Y1, bro.
Yeah, shout out to him because again, he didn't have to say nothing to me. And he was like, yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate the platform. It worked for me.
No, that's real. I got engagement. Like, if you looking to really get some honest feedback, you feel me? And it's gonna, like you said, it's good supporters on there. It's not gonna be nothing to hurt your feelings. They just gonna keep it 100 with you. You can go to the drawing board, or you can still run with it, but you want to have, like I said, me, it's like gathering up fan bases. You feel me? You get one fan base a day. We didn't want to say fan earlier, but I call them fan bases, just like army bases. You feel me? Gathering up fan bases, 1-2 fan bases a day, yo. Keep it, you know what I mean? Bill collectors away, you feel me? One fan base a day. That's 365 fan bases in a year.
Listen, you talking my language, sir. I tell the artists all the time. If you walk away with one, that's more than you came in with, right? If you walk into a building where no one knows you and you walk out with one person knowing you, you done won. You done won. You left with something. You left with more than you came in with. So that is for me the nature of life. 0 to 1 is 100% improvement. Let me always try to get some the Denzel rule. I'm gonna leave with something. I'm from around the way. I'm gonna leave with something.
Don DeMarco.
So that's how I look at life in general, right? So as an artist, yeah, like all right, these 15 ain't fuck with me. This one nigga over here is going crazy. You know what?
Okay.
Come here, good brother. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with you right quick. You understand? Because that's more powerful than the 15.
This concept is dope.
That's
here
more
go
powerful than the
1
15.
versus Lonnie Moore right here.
Yeah.
Y1 versus Lonnie Moore.
So yeah, you can expect to see Y1 in our live spin the bin. That's gonna be real fire. Also we have a radio show. We have a radio show versus radio show. We have podcast versus podcast. Spin the bin. So we have playlists coming from Shock Value going against a playlist from Spin the Block podcast.
See, now you talking my language. I put some action on that. Listen, the Greg Bugsy show. Listen, I'm trying to get in on that. That sounds interesting. I like that.
So like I said, we got some.
Niggas can't fuck with me on the playlist. Come on, B.
We got some
DJ Greg Bugsy,
man.
yo.
We got some.
I added the DJ
down,
to my name.
So yeah, man, we can build, man. We can chop it up.
Yo. Yes, sir. Yo, I'm gonna hit you on a Monday tip, Monday meeting, see if I can connect for 5-10 minutes. That way I have a day or two to put together a little slide deck. Because I'm serious about this professionalbattlerap.com. One last question, we get up out of here, yo. Who's your favorite media? Who's your battle rap media? When you've been out the loop for a few weeks, life been life, and you go to let me go to 15 minutes of fame. Let me go to Pipe My Boy. Who's your favorite media to personally go try to get caught up on the game? Or when you was more in the loop, who was your favorite?
Yeah, when I was tapping into my homie Angry Fan, man. That was my man.
Okay, so Caps, shout out to Caps, an Angry Fan. I don't think Angry Fan really be watching battles though. Like certain ones, I don't feel like he more like he'll bring 2 people up there and get them. I love what he does though for the culture. I love what he does for the. He's like
I haven't been tapped into what he's been doing for at least 2 years, but me and him go way back. We go way back. Like that's my dude. Good dude.
Did you see what happened to Reed Dollars?
No, that's what you never.
It's turning into a reality show, yo. It's turning into.
You never went back.
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted to. You know what I mean? It's turning nasty.
What happened to Reed? Is he okay?
It's turning nasty, bro. Hold on. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna just play the Reed response for real.
To who? Reed response to who?
Listen. So, all right, we ain't got the whole joint. This is man right here, Mark Money, apparently, right?
Right.
I don't see no short one right here. All these kind of long. But this is man Mark Money. So pretty much Mark Money like Money kind of actually did some kind of like some corny shit in my opinion. Like he said first of all he said Reed stole a gun from him. That was real federal. Like battle rap is getting real crazy now. Like I wish I had more time. I'm gonna say this actually. We got stuff to talk about for the next episode because there's a lot of questions I want to get your opinion on. Like battle rap is getting real federal, bro. Like and Easy had this guy up on his show. Easy is a real chatty patty. Respect. I like his skill, but he turned into a pardon me, bro. Hold on. He turned me to a what's his name? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So either way, Easy had the guy up here talking about it, but apparently, allegedly, they alleging that Reed Dollar stole a gun from him and sold it. That's real federal. Battle rap, I got a whole episode on that. We'll get to that though. Like this battle rap is getting real crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
Basically the guy he said, let me just play the Reed response, bro. You know what I mean? Let me see. Damn, I did have that shit up there. Hold on, let me see. Let me get up out of here. Appreciate your time, bro. But no, it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year, yo. That playlist. How'd I get involved with the playlist? Joint real quick, yo. While I find this.
We setting up we set it up for this year. So me and my man Nice the Beast from Spin the Block. We working everything out. But we've already agreed on it in December.
Okay. Yeah, the playlist joint. And that'd be ill to even take that to the Spotify. That's gonna help everybody. Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube playlist. You know what I mean? All right, here we go right here, bro. Let you get out of here. Let me put some value in this joint. Yeah, battle rap is really loving hip hop for real. But
well, technically, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna cover that
two
and
types
the
of people
sport
in the
though.
world. You got people that care about what other people do, and then you got people that don't give a fuck about. Like we so busy in life trying to level up. Like when I wake up, I'm checking my emails, I'm checking my phones. You know, what's the plays or who want to book me? What's the next city we got to be in? What's the next move to get us leveled up in life? I've never been the dude that sat around and gossiped and like thought about men. Like I'm being real, bro. Like. I'm a different type nigga, and I know it's people out there just like me, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the other kind that's like, if you went through something with a person, you know what I mean, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, I'm talking about literally 10 years ago, you haven't seen this person in person, you haven't spoke to this person verbally, like, I don't even think of these people. Like my day-to-day don't wake up and, like, it's like out of sight, out of mind for me, you know what I mean? I don't live in Philadelphia. I've been out of Philly going on 10 years. I don't live in Philly, you know what I mean? Like, it's like out of sight, out of mind for me. But it's diabolical to me. What's this and what's this and what's that? What's that in your life? What's going on?
Basically, you know what I mean? Yo said Reed was living with Yo. He just talking real down on Reed name. Then they got some other dude from Cali that supposed to sign with them. That's calling Reed all kinds of. Yeah, man, this battle rap is nasty right now, man.
Yeah.
Briz and A-Verb was arguing the other day talking about Briz crossed the line. Briz talked about saying fuck A-Verb daughter. It's nasty, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's nasty. The game got to be covered though. It's just like, you know, it's like wrestling a little bit, but it can really get real. It can really get real. See, that type of stuff I ain't trying to condone unless it don't lead to a battle. Like, it's a lot of this stuff that's not leading to battles no more. You know what I mean? It used to be a lead up to it.
Well, again, a lot
they
of that
fuck
is the
somebody's
people in
daughter,
charge
Bridge.
because even that Aver Bridge stuff, like, was that the stuff that was on Spaces?
Yeah, it was on Spaces. Yeah, they was arguing on Spaces.
Yeah, no, I heard some.
Bridge was salty because Mook was the one of the same Spaces I was playing earlier. It was everybody was in there. You feel me? It was Mook.
But again, whose space was that?
And they was calling Bridge up there. Bridge
because they let that get too far. That got way too far. Who was moderating that?
No, well, that wasn't the one where Bridge said the thing about his daughter. That was a different Spaces. The one I played you earlier is what Bridge I feel like was salty about. Because Bridge and Averb, they always be in Spaces together. But Bridge probably felt like ambushed because it was like at the high school lunch table type. That's what Spaces remind me of, like lunch of the battle rap community. Like, because you got everybody in there But you got T-Top defending them. You know, T-Top going rep for Briz.
Yeah.
You feel me? But you got Mook, you got Bird, you got Bill Collector, you got
Yeah.
other people, 30, 90 other people. But basically, this was another space, I think, the next day
Shout
or
out to
later on the
Bill
night.
too.
Briz was in a Verb space and later on. And Briz was saying, Verb said something about, about what happened when Mook socked him or something. He was
Yeah,
like,
I heard that.
well, whatever. And then there was another, this was a spaces with T-Top and Briz. And Briz said, fuck your daughter. First of all, he said, fuck your baby mother. And then he was like, yo, niggas say fuck your baby mother all the time. He's like, nobody give a fuck about your baby mother. And then he was like, fuck your daughter. Something to that effect. It's nasty, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
We need to,
yeah.
is that the nasty side of battle rap? Is that like, how do we bring that back to a battle? You feel me? What you think about, yo, this is the last question. I for real, pardon me, yo.
Brother.
Listen, professionalbattlerap.com. We won't get up out of it. We want a 3-hour jump. It's good, yo. I'm starting a 30 for 30, yo. I'm trying to do the 30 for 30, but I got one last question. What do you think about rematches, bro? Because somebody was having a discussion about this. I forgot who. I can't remember off the top. Rematch. Oh, it was damn, who the fuck was it? Damn it. I can't even remember. It was somebody talking about rematches, yo. But what you think about rematches in battle rap? I can't remember. I'm old.
I think rematches, when they make sense, are dope. I think rematches create history. I think they create tension.
It was Frozen Bros that was talking about it. Because
So,
Frozen
no.
Bros, they be streaming too. It was them talking about it. Yeah.
I think it's good when it makes sense. You know, when it's a rivalry, right? When it's a close fight, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it could have went either way, and it was a 3-2 split. You know what I mean? With the last judge, like okay, yo, you know what I mean? Because shit, it was just so, you know what I mean? That makes
Mook
sense
and
for me.
Lux rematch, you feel me? Mook and Lux
That makes
rematch.
for me.
Easy and Twerk kind of just low key rematch because they had a one rounder.
You know,
But a one
those make
round,
sense. Well, even a one rounder and then coming back for a full fight, I'm okay with that.
that's
I'm
cool,
okay with
yeah.
that.
But even 2, 3, because it's like boxing, yo. But yo, listen, if you had a blank check, what's the one fight that you would make happen, yo? If you had a blank check and PitFights battle me, this like, yo, I would make this happen. Like mine would be Murder versus Twerk.
That
But
was
I would
mine.
be too
That's
concerned.
mine.
I would be too
No,
concerned
that's
with
mine.
word.
I was about to say that. No, that's mine. That's mine.
Okay, that's your great minds thinking. Like we will get up out of here. Yo, like I'd be too concerned with him no showing though. Like we had to, I don't,
No,
you know what I mean? He ain't gonna no show.
I have a respectable relationship with Twerk.
Okay,
I have a
yo,
respectable
that's not,
relationship with Twerk. Man,
yo,
like I've seen Twerk. I've seen Twerk in the on the turnpike on 95 at a rest stop. You know what I mean? What up, OG? What up, you know what I mean? What's up, Twerk? What's good? How you doing, fam? You know what I mean? So,
right.
you
Just in the
know,
travels, like yeah, he be in the wind. Like
me,
a lot of stuff be
me and Twerk
happening
have a
with
good
yo.
relationship. What you
It's
say?
like I want to do a lot of stuff be happening with yo. I want to do a whole episode on Twitter, yo, because I feel like it's, you know what I mean. I ain't even gonna spill it
Twerk,
out right now. I want to do a
Twerk
whole
is one of
episode
those, man. Yeah, we could talk.
on some
We could talk another time.
like
But
on a
yeah,
whole,
Twerk.
like we break the shit down, like even though that should be like episode 7 or something, we just do a whole psychoanalyst, like you know what I mean. Like I really want, because to me, I feel like he's a gift and a curse to battle rap because he's one of the
Yes.
greatest. He's
Yes.
like, but he's part of the downfall of battle rap, in my opinion, because so many times the whole world of the planets was lined up for him,
Yeah.
and he just no show. Everybody give him pass after pass.
Yeah.
If somebody else
Yeah.
did that,
Because
Hitman Holla did that one
of his
time. If
greatness.
Hitman Holla did a half a twerk, he would be done.
Well, it just shows the level of greatness that people see in Twerk. You know, so that's all. They gave him a lot of bail. They shot
Phenomenal.
because of what they saw in
He is
that good
phenomenal.
brother.
But the
So
reason why I want to do the whole episode because it's really on some ill shit. Because it's like before Norbs and after Norbs. Because he, first of all, he got into the whole altercation with Norbs, which got Norbs fired, which got URL sued, which hurt the budget. It's like I want to do a whole like we really like build on that shit, God. Like a whole episode, like on some scientific shit that like how he like Kevin Bacon shit, the 6 degrees of twerk, yo. Like how everything is tied to him, yo. Why battle rap is fucked up, respectfully, yo. And, you know what I mean?
got you. Yeah, I will
So
have to.
peace, God,
Yeah,
yo.
peace, brother.
Yo, listen,
Peace,
I
brother. Thank you
appreciate
for
you.
having me. Yep.
Monday, bro, I'm gonna try to hit you up for 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
You too, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, great show, man. Great joint today, man. Greg Bugsy Show, episode 5. You feel me? Shaka Pitt's been on 40% of my joints. You feel me? Shaka Pitt's PitFights Battle League. One of the most critically acclaimed, world-renowned battle leagues in the world. You understand what I'm saying? WRFradio.com. You know what I mean? We own professionalbattlerap.com. You know what I mean? So, you know, for me, Greg Bugsy being a president, El Presidente, you know what I mean? Not DJ El Presidente, you know what I mean? El Presidente of, there was a piece of bud on the floor. Hold on, cuz. Look at this shit. Something got stopped. Look at this. Shout out to the smoke store. That's crazy. There's a piece of bud on the floor, yo. You gotta do better, GB. You gotta tighten. Look at this. Shout out to thesmokestore.com, DA smokestore.com, official store of The Smoke Station Podcast. You feel me? Official WR radio program. And shout out to theediblestore.com, official store of Edible Talk Podcast, hosted by my man Bodymore Big Steve from that Bodymore, Maryland, and Fat Boy Deezy from that H-Town, New Orleans. You know what I mean? Edible Talk joint. This is crazy though. Pardon me though. Make a long story short, yo. WRFradio.com. We're launching a platform we've really been brainstorming, building on for years. Professionalbattlerap.com. Shout out to Instagram. Instagram just logged out. Maybe it should only be an hour. I did like 3 lives. WRF Radio on everything except for Twitch. Greg Bugsy on Twitch. Shout out to that one person on Twitch. Y'all, I love you. One person on Twitch was watching all day. Subscribe, you feel me? I don't even know. I ain't set my Twitch up and all that, but Big Greg Bugsy, Big WRF Radio, man. This is Greg Bugsy Show, episode 5. Been doing this since 2012, bro. Been doing media for 1/3 of my life, bro. You know? So it's experience. There's a lot of people popping up with podcasts, you feel me? There's like a lot of people used to pop up with work back in the day, you feel me? Like, especially around tax time. Everybody pop out with the work. It's the same thing with the podcast game. You know, like every around tax time, like pop out with their podcast equipment. I'm laying on the couch. My daughter, like, you know what I mean? My daughter, she's an executive at WRF. She's like, Dad, you need to get a backdrop. I'm gonna get one. The people think I need to get a backdrop, they get me one. It's like, no, I don't. I'm right on the couch. The couch matched my bed. You feel me? The couch matched my bed. I'm here. But that's enough about me, yo. Great episode today. We talked about a lot, man. We chopped last joint up. Touched a lot. Shout out to Baltimore, man. Lowest murder rate in 50 years. You know, we discussed what's going on, man. It's just like Noah said, it was red. You feel me? You know, if you study the ancient tablets like I do, you feel me? You already know what's going on, you know what I mean? And you just go with the flow every day. Just be positive. Just got a yin and a yang. You can bring the yin. There's enough yang out there. You feel me? Be the yin. Pause. I feel like it's a pause on the yin and the yang. I don't know. It's enough yang. Bring positivity. You feel me? To the universe, to the lexicon of things. But stay tuned, bro. We on a 30 for 30. Tap in with me tomorrow. We back in. We hung out, man. Had a good time. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people who may not even be down with battle rap. I think you would love it. A lot of people got a misconception about battle rap too because they stereotype. I had the same stereotype. You know what I mean? Shout out to my cousin Kay. She put me on a battle. She's a battle rap fanatic. Like you talking about fan earlier. Shaka was talking about fan. We don't want to call them fans. We don't call them supporters. No, she's a fanatic. And she used to have just like how people had boxing fights, she used to have battle rap fights. Charge people $2 come watch their events. And I'm an MC, so it's a part of the joint. I covered pit fights from my early days in media, you know what I'm saying? In the peripheral. some of the other people that was up at the previous station that I started at, Hard Body Radio, they was bigger battle rap fans than me. I ain't get into it till later on. I was already had WR Radio. But my cousin Kay put me on She Like. But anyway, it's a good sport. It's not just a sport, it's an art. Just like they call shoes wearable art. Like people in the sneaker game. You feel me? They call shit wearable art, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? They call shit wearable art, you know what I'm saying? Yo, just like people in the sneaker game call shit wearable art. Battle rap is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like lyrical art, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, people already know hip hop is an art, but battle rap is a subgenre of hip hop and rap, but it's a sport, it's an art, it's like martial arts, you feel me? Like karate, like it takes, and it's a sport because it's a physical activity. You know what I'm saying? We up out of here, yo. Stay tuned, yo. ProfessionalBattleRap.com, WRFradio.com, Doug Gray Bugsy Show, episode 5. All the 4 episodes is on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast, you can go back, listen to episode 1 through 4. This is episode Big 5. I'm on a 30 for 30 support the campaign. Don't go against the grain. $ WRF Radio on Cash App. You know what I mean? Support the campaign. Bugsy for President. Mixtape out now. Just Google that. Go on.